Well, good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot, and today is a daily reading. It is Monday. This is a general collective reading. It may or may not resonate. Let's take a look at current situation and the influences around it. I'm going to use the Black Cat Tarot today, and we'll see what it brings. What do we need to know today? Okay, here we go. Current situation. Queen of Cups. Present influence. Ten of Pentacles. Future influence. Knight of Pentacles. What we don't see. Three of Cups. What to look for. The Fool. Unexpected. Emperor. Challenge. Seven of Wands. Strength. Queen of Pentacles. And where does this lead? Hermit and advice. Page of Wands. I mean, overall, it feels. I like the energy overall. I mean, with the Queen of Cups in the present energy, and there's no real negative cards saying that being in our heart space is it's going to be hard or anything. But this does have some kind of past influence attached to it. It feels to me like with this Queen of Cups, she is got her telescope and she's looking, and it kind of, I think about dreaming, wishing upon a star, daydreaming, or just what are my real wishes, what do I really want. And I feel like it's almost a search. She's left her throne. She's her thrones are over here, and she's in the tree trying to figure that out. And I like that energy and the respect that, especially with no negative cards around it, because sometimes when we have negative cards around any heartfelt, it's saying like we're being too sappy or too emotional, or but in this case I feel like it's saying we are in search of something. I feel like she's in search of something. And with that, there's the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles in this deck, it has the same overall feeling of home, stability in that, but it also is a reminder of stability being too comfortable. And when we get to a point where we're too comfortable, what happens? And I feel like this is what this is saying. So because we're in a comfortable spot, Ten of Pentacles, we're stable or whatever, that feeling is influencing the now, that we are looking at chasing more of our dreams instead of focused more on the stability part of it. And I feel like with the future influence being that Knight of Pentacles, he looks like he's searching too. So there is this real feeling, and he's searching too. There's this real feeling of searching, but not stagnant search. I feel like it's an active search. Like there's things happening here, that it's not sitting down and daydreaming and doing nothing about it. I feel like there's something happening here. I mean, it just feels to me like this. It's weird. I'm having a very positive feeling about the daydreaming, about the looking, what do I want? What am I wishing for? What are these things? And I think that's too why the Emperor is the kind of in the unexpected, is so often when we're in our heart space, I don't want to say we don't take it seriously, but we worry about the other side. Is it going to be enough money? Is it going to be stable? Is it the right thing in our mind? Heart space can be really good and it can be really hard. But I feel like with that emperor in the what we unexpected is that we were expecting that when we come across something that we love or searching for something that we love that's going to make us happy, not only in stability but in emotions, that we have a lot more control than we thought we would. And I feel like that's what that energy is in the unexpected. What you don't see is the three of cups, and I feel like that also is in a state of, you are going to find what you are searching for in a group. And that could be anything. Like, so I want to be very clear that you don't have to go to a party or go out. That group could be anything. It could be work. It could be just talking to people on the phone. It could be friendships, anything like that. I feel like that is going to kind of like solidify where you're at. I feel like there's some kind of, this is, I don't know where this is coming from, but like there's some kind of conversation going on here where it's like you have a conversation and they someone agrees with you, and they totally get where you're coming from. And it, I don't know, it just feels really nice. That energy feels really good. What to look for is the innocence. I mean, it's not just the new adventure. It's not just being, letting things go and leap of faith. It's remembering how it is when you're innocent, like when you don't have expectations. When you do something where it's not necessarily important whether it works or it doesn't work. It's not necessarily important what the end goal is. It's the journey, and it's watching the journey. And I think that's what the cards are saying. Watch this journey. Look, follow yourself. Like, really look at what's happening as the journey takes place. Not the goal, or even where you're coming from, but look at where you're going, or look at the journey to get where you're going. And I feel like that with all of these cards. I feel, where it leads to is the Hermit, and that's a journey in itself, whether it's a spiritual journey or a self realization journey, or but it is, he's got the lantern, he's looking for something. Journey, I'm gonna go see what I can see. What are my wishes? Where is everything? I mean, I am really loving this overall search. And because of that Fool, because you're there is resolution, or there's realization of the journey being the important part here. And I just like that energy. I think that's important because we forget about that. They talk about, it's not just the goal, it's not just the destination, it's the journey. But sometimes we forget that, especially in our work life and our love life. We want to be here. But the journey is so important because that's where all the fun is, right? That's where everything happens. The goal is just almost not that important as how we get there. So our challenge is the Seven of Wands. And I do feel like that is saying, it might be a little hard to stand up for yourself because some people are going, why are you doing this? Because you feel the need to do this. I mean, this is something that's going to be a calling to you. Between these two cards here, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, if you look at those cards, it feels like a calling. I mean, I don't know if I showed you these close up, but it's like they're on the search for something, and it's important. And it comes from being comfortable. You're almost too comfortable, and it's time to go out and search and look for something new. But you may have to stand your ground a little bit. And the other thing, just to be careful, and I just see that a lot with this because it's got a mask on the lion, is, just be true to yourself. That's really important here. And I think with that Queen of Pentacles in the Strength, also remember, what you have. Like, sometimes when we go on journeys or we try to reach a new goal, it's scary, right? And it is. But I think with this card being our Strength, it's reminding us you've got what it takes to do this. So remember that. But it's not this really loud strength either, which is very nice. I'm going to be honest with you. I like that feeling because you just have the knowing, like the Queen of Pentacles is very, confident, but confident in a very, not even in a, what do I want to call it? It's not an ego driven confidence. It's just, I can do this. I've got this. I've done it before. I this is great energy. And then the Page of Wands is your advice. So I do feel like this is communicate. Be sure to communicate what you want. And we've talked about this before, and this just came up again. Be sure to communicate what you want or what the expectations are. And when I say expectations, it's like if you get a job offer or a relationship or something like, what do you want out of it? And if it's just the journey, then you need to say, this is the journey. I want to take the ride. I don't care about where it goes or where it's leading. I just want to enjoy the journey, even if it's just saying that. But this is definitely a communication card. Page of Wands in this deck is about written messages, but I do feel like it's also keep an eye on all those messages, because I think there could be a message coming in that will help with all of this energy. I love it. I mean, I feel like I'd be really curious if anyone feels this way, because it's almost like it feels very free to me. Like you're finally freeing yourself to do and enjoy life instead of, being anxious or having worries or any of that. And this is where it leads. It leads to a real exploration of not only yourself, but of the world. Whatever that world looks like to you, whether that's a job journey or a love journey or just a self discovery journey, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be it's going to lead to something really nice. This is really good energy. So there you have it. There's our reading for today. I really like it. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Also give me a comment. I love your comments. So take care. Have a beautiful day.